When bro then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans.
Henry Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Kaepernick now on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, you don't want nothing.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This is Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Miller. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. A toss, left side, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
10 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
6-yard line.
Toss. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Steelers 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Watson again. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Steelers 7, Texans nothing.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
54, right there, 54.
From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. First carry for James Conner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down and 3. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It's caught. It's Miller. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
On first down, it's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Steelers 14, Texans 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. He's got Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller.
Watson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going deep this time for Miller. He's got a man complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5. I know he ain't got it. Come on, Mike 55. Here we go. Switch. Watch the shift.
To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Colin Kaepernick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw again, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, 91.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. The twat. There he goes left side. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Smith on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
At the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Kaepernick. This is Miller, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
intercepted.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins,
Houston.
54 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 55. Grip left. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Check pass. Hatchet. Jet room.
Kaepernick now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin. The 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Second and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. Ebron caught left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 18. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Houston.
Watson on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Here's Watson on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
David Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Texans 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A nice run on 1st down gets them 6 yards to the 31. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 55, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it, it's our time. It's our time. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's got Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 31-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They keep it with Miller on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Kaepernick. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Today's final score.
Well, I know at points in this